So my name is Gage. I'm an athletic trainer at Spark Sports Medicine. One thing that we work a lot with concussion patients is retraining vision and retraining balance. So some vestibular ocular retraining. Today I wanted to go over a couple ocular or vision retraining exercises that we do typically. So the first thing that we want to do, and with all of these exercises, if any of these are making the patient really symptomatic, we want to be careful not to do too much. So kind of want you to listen to your body, and if your headache's starting to get worse, you're starting to feel more dizzy, or you're starting to feel off balance, you're starting to have more visual problems, that's kind of your sign that you're doing a little bit too much. So starting with the really basic, really symptomatic people, the first exercise we like to do is a gaze fixation exercise, which is literally just retraining your eyes to work together to focus on something, usually something farther away, and then once we get a little better, start to work on something a little bit closer. So the first exercise, Peyton, we're just gonna go over here and maybe focus on the H over here on the door. And I just want you to work on pairing your eyes together on the H. Sets of 10 to 15 seconds, and again, just working on getting those eyes pairing together for a longer period of time. Yeah, so it's just gonna be good focus there. So the next exercise that we're gonna do is kind of a little bit more, so now we've worked on the eyes pairing, now we're gonna work on the eyes pairing together while they're moving a little bit. A lot of times people like to do these focusing on their finger, nice and slow back and forth. So if you want to just do a fingernail or a thumbnail, hold it out, focus on your fingernail, and just nice and slow side to side. And that's perfect speed right there. You don't want to go too fast. Eyes pairing together. Again, shoot for sets of 10 to 15 reps going side to side. And then good, go ahead and relax. If you're not symptomatic with that one, go ahead and turn your thumb to the other way. Now I want you to do the same thing, going up and down. And that speed is perfect. Okay, go ahead and relax. Focus on something closer to your face is going to be a little bit more challenging. So if that is making you symptomatic after 5 reps or so, focusing on something farther away, sometimes what we call this is a paper trace, or same kind of doing pursuits but at a farther distance. So sometimes what I tell people to do is pick a door frame or a picture at your house. So I just want you to focus on this white door frame and just nice and slow move your eyes up and down and just trace this little rectangle of the doorway. So the next one, kind of moving up the ladder again, a little bit more, maybe like a level 2 is what we would call it. We're going to start working on saccades, which is moving your eyes back and forth on 2 targets, keeping your head still. So what we like to do is arms about 18 inches away, or targets about 18 inches away. Also, your hands are going to be about 18 inches apart. So just how you are is perfect. And you're just going to keep your head still, nice and easy. Move your eyes back and forth on your thumbnails at a speed of about 1 eye revolution per second. Again, we're shooting for about 15 reps here. If you can only do 5 or 10, only do 5 or 10. Okay, good, go ahead and relax. So that's our horizontal saccades. We also want to work on vertical. So now you're gonna take your thumbs, same thing, about 18 inches up and down. Go maybe just a little bit higher here. And then head still, eyes up and down on your fingernails. All right, good, go ahead and relax. So along with some of these level 2 exercises, we also want to start, one thing that we like to measure a lot is convergence and divergence, which is your eyes pairing together at different depths and just working on your eyes pairing closer and pairing farther away. So to kind of start working on some of that, what I like to do is called a near-far focus. So we're going to focus on something close to us, focusing on something farther away, and just work on our eyes pairing close together, pairing farther away. You can hold up a thumbnail for your near target. Again, if you can't tolerate focusing on something this close, something a little bit farther away is going to be just fine. So focusing on your thumbnail, 3-4 seconds, then focusing on something farther away. Getting a little bit more advanced even. Now we're going to start to work on some VOR. So working on our eyes pairing on something, keeping our eyes still while our head is moving. So again, for this one, if someone's really symptomatic still, I'm just introducing the VOR, focusing on something farther away. So go ahead and let's just focus on the H over here. Keep your eyes fixed now, and now I want you to slowly rotate your head horizontally left to right. Good. And again, at a speed of about 1 head revolution per second. She's keeping her eyes fixed on the target. And if this is tolerable, go ahead and relax. Okay so far?
Yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and hold our thumbnail up. So now we're doing something a little bit closer, again about 18 inches apart or away from our face. Focusing on the thumbnail, keeping our eyes fixed horizontally, moving your head left to right. So now we're gonna work on the same thing but vertically. So I want you to go ahead and just turn your thumb over, keep your eyes fixed on your thumbnail. Same thing, head up and down at about 1 full revolution per second. And go ahead and relax. So this is starting to get more towards integrative, starting to work in some vestibular things with the head movements and focusing on something. So if this is tolerable, then that's great. And if not, then we're just gonna have to go ahead and go back and do some more of the lower level stuff.